Namaskar friends, myself Vibhas Chaudhary, Chartered Accountant cum Astrologer, and today I am going to discuss you about a very important event which is going to take place from tomorrow, and this is the Pitri Paksha. What is Pitri Paksha? You would have heard about many videos on Pitri Paksha, but today what I will be teaching you about what I had learned from my own lineage, my own tradition. Pitri means our ancestors, and Paksha means the 15th days of the moon. There are two Pakshas, one is a Krishna Paksha and one is a Sukla Paksha. And this Pitri Paksha means it's the Pitri Krishna Paksha, means it is the fortnight of the ancestors. Because Paksha means 15 days and 15 days means a fortnight. Therefore, Pitri Paksha means the fortnight of the ancestors. As per the Vedas, we have to do 3 types of karmas. And for doing this karmas, we have to repeat 3 debts. And these 3 debts corresponds to the debt of the Devatas, the debt of the Rishis, the lineage where you are born, and the debt of your ancestors. This Pitri Paksha is the only time when the sun is moving in Virgo, wherein you are having the time for repaying the debts of your Pitris, of your ancestors. Ancestors over here does not only mean your father or your grandfather. Ancestors here mean 3 ancestors, 3 preceding ancestors. One ancestor is from your father's side, another from your mother's side. So first will be father, second will be grandfather, and third will be great grandfather. Similarly, from your mother's side, first will be mother, second is grandmother. This is maternal grandmother, and the third is the maternal great grandmother. This is considered to be the Pitris. And who these Pitris are? These Pitris correspond to the Vasu, Rudra, and the Aditya Sarupa. I have mentioned it on the screen. The father or the mother is to be said to be of a Vasurupa. The grandfather is considered to be the Rudra Sarupa. And the great grandfather is considered to be the Aditya Sarupa. Therefore, these 3 preceding ancestors are considered to be the Pitris for the purpose of understanding whom we should pay respect, whom we should pay reverence, whom we should offer water and food when the time they are coming. Now, you must have also heard that some websites are telling about 16 days of the Pitri Paksha, some are telling about 15 days of the Pitri Paksha. Now, why there is a difference? If you read Manusmriti, you will find that 1 day of the Pitris is equal to 360 days of the human. And this 360 days is called the Chandramasha. And this is the base for making our Panchanga also. Now let us come to the main topic. 1 day of the Pitri is equal to 360 days of the human. Therefore, 15 days of human is equal to how many hours of a Pitris? 360 divided by 24 equal to 15. Therefore, 15 days of human is equal to 1 hour of Pitris. Now you divide this 1 hour in 15 days. So what will happen? Only 4 minutes. The Pitris is having 4 minutes each day to come to your lineage. And when the Pitris come to the lineage, he goes to his elder son of the lineage. And then he will go to the younger son. And then like this, so on, the second son, the third son, and so on. But it is a major responsibility and duty of the eldest son to offer food and water to the Pitris. During this Paksha, what happens? The gates of the earth open and the gates of the Pitris open. And the Pitris start coming to the earth to search their lineage so that they can take food and water from the lineage. And the main thing of the offering to the Pitris is only water. The main food is only water. So 15 days, the Pitris will be coming and staying in our earth. He will be coming and visiting your own home in search of food and water. The person who will offer the Pitris the water the Pitris will be very happy. And they will understand that the person is having, that their son, daughters is having great samskaras. And who do not, then they become sad. And what happens when the Pitris become sad? We'll be discussing in the next slide. But let me resolve the issue of the 16 days versus 15 days. 15 days, 15 tithis of the Pitris are being worshipped. And after it is worshipped, then immediately on the day of the Mahalya Amavasya, the Pitris again go back to the Pitrilok, and the gates of the Pitrilok will again get open after the Mahalya Amavasya. And this is the reason why this is called the 16th day, when the Pitris go back to their Pitriloka. In our Vedas, in our Shastras, in our Sanatan Dharma, it is quite beautifully mentioned that this 15 days is the days of the Pitris. And immediately after the days of the Pitris, the next 15 days will be the days of the Devi. This is called the Devi Paksha. And after the 15 days of the Devi Paksha will come the days of the Devata Paksha. Everything has been well aligned, systematically, beautifully, and with great explanation why the Pakshas changes over a period of time. So always remember that whenever you are having a Pitri Paksha, which is starting from tomorrow, please do the rites and rituals of the Shradh or the Tarpan. This is very important, and this is quite needed for satisfying the Pitris. Why? Because if they are sad, then they may give you curse. And what happens when they curse you? You will have a Pitru dosha in your horoscope. And the Pitru dosha is one of the heinous things in the horoscope. It is a very malefic thing which a person has in his horoscope. What happens? The person will not have children. Children in the form of a male child. The person will not be having a male child. The person, if a person has a child, what will happen? The child may be deformed. A child may be physically handicapped. A child may have disability. The child's studies will not be good. Your married life will not be good. Every time something and something anonymous and wrong things will be happening in your home. Your life will not be happy. You will not get any material benefits, any spiritual benefits. Even if you want moksha also, you will not be getting moksha. Even people will not get married at a proper age of time. The people may have remarriages at middle age of time. Ultimately, your fortune, wealth, and prosperity will not be there. But if the Pitris are happy, then you will be blessed. And you know, in the Garuda Puran, in Ansha 2, in Adhyaya number 10, and Sloka number 57, it has been mentioned that the person who is having or who is following the Tarpan, who is repaying the debts of the ancestors, then he will be blessed with Ayu, Putran, Yashah, Swargah Kirti, Pushtim, Balam Shriyam, Pashuna Shokyam Dhanam Dhanam, Prapniyatah, Pitra Pujanat. This has been mentioned in Garuda Puran, Ansha 2, Adhyaya 10, Sloka number 10. And this is very clear that the person will have long life, male child, success, heaven, name and fame, nourishment, strength, riches, prosperity, happiness, wealth, food, grains, materiality, just by worshipping the Pitars in this 15 days of time. Now, let's see what was the food. I had already said that the food is in the form of the water. So wherever you search on the internet, you'll find that the person is pouring water like this. The only best food is the water. And how? There are two methods of pouring water to the Pitris and to the Devatas. See, Pitris are representing the south direction and Devatas are representing the north direction. So whenever a person is offering water or offering any food or offering anything to the Pitris, it is done by pouring it in the right hand side. Right hand side indicates that is going to the Pitris in the south direction. And when you are pouring something to the Devatas, you pour it in the right hand side, or you pour it like this. You must have definitely have noticed it, but today I'm clearing it. I'm just focusing the camera once again. See, in the case of the Pitris, you take it and you pour it like this in the right hand side, indicating that you are offering it to the Pitris with the same hand, with the right hand. And when you're offering to Devatas, you put it like this, or you offer it like this to the Devatas. And that's why I have mentioned, I have shown this figure when the person is offering through his right hand in the right ways, in the right direction. Now there is also a method of wearing the kusha. Some people keeps the kusha between the thumb and the forefinger and put it like this, and then they offer the jala to the pitris. And some put the kusha in the ring finger and then they offer the jala to the pitris. And what is offered? There is a copper vessel, and the copper vessel is filled up with the water and some black sesame, til, kala til is kept mixed with the water, and then the water is poured with the left hand on the right hand. And after taking the sankalp, the water is poured to all the three ancestors, preceding ancestors, the Vasu, the Rudra Sarupa, and the Aditya Sarupas. These are the methods which are followed in different parts of our country and the Sanatan Dharma. Now there is also relevance of the tithi. Many people have asked me a question on which tithi they should offer the jala, on which tithi they should offer the food to the pitris. There are two methods. First method, that if you know the tithi of your ancestors, then you offer the jala to your ancestors on that tithi. I'm not talking about only one of the ancestors. I'm again repeating, I'm talking about all the three ancestors. Your father side, three ancestors, your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather. On your mother side, your mother, your grandmother, maternal grandmother, and your maternal great-grandmother. These three tithi, these six people should have their own tithis, and you should offer the jala to all the tithis, in all the tithis. And if you don't know any of the tithis, then it is advisable that on the Mahalya, where all the pitris are available, that's the last day, that's the last day when the Pitri Loka gates are, when the earth gates will be open for the Pitris to go back to the Pitri Loka, to the Pitri Lokas. And on that day, you can offer the jala by taking the sankalp of all your Pitris. However, in our tradition, it is advised that you should offer the jala to the pitris on all the 15 days. This will give you immense power, immense strength, immense position and prestige. And ultimately, what will happen? Your pitris will get satisfied. So whatever you are doing in this paksha is not you are doing only for your pitris, you are doing for yourself and for your generations to come, so that they also become healthy and prosperous. And always remember that it is the responsibility of the elder son, because the pitri will immediately come to the elder son to have the food from them. If the elder son offers the food, what will happen? The entire family, the entire lineage will be happy, irrespective of whether the younger son or the second son or the third son and so on is giving or not. If the elder son does not give, then it is a crime. The pitris will become sad. And I have already explained that you will have a Pitri dosha in your horoscope. Not only in your horoscope, it will happen in the horoscope of your child. You will not be blessed with a male child. You will not have fortune, wealth, and prosperity. So what the Pitri does, Pitri goes to the eldest son. If the eldest son does not give the jala, then what happens? He moves on to the youngest son. And the youngest son gives, then he's happy on the youngest son, but eldest son will not be relieved. But if the elder son gives and the youngest does not give, then also the entire lineage will be blessed by the pitris that he has given the sanskara to the elder son. Because always know that in our shastra, in our Vedas, and in our day-to-day life, elder is always considered to be a person who's taking on the responsibility of his father, and younger is always a lovable child of their parents. So the pitris always come to the elders. Now there's a difference between the pujas of the devtas and the pitris. If you do not follow the steps and the rituals and the rites of the devtas seldom become angry, except in case of Mahavidyas. But in case of pitris, if you do not do the tarpan, or if you are doing a tarpan in a very wrong way, then the pitris become sad. And when they are sad, they become angry. And the same has also been mentioned in the Tetra Samahita, wherein they have mentioned that the curse will fall on you. If the Pitrus are happy, I've already explained that they will be giving you all sorts of blessings, wealth, fortune, prosperity, as you mentioned, the Garuda Puran. But if the Pitris are not happy, you will have a Pitri dosha, and then you need to relieve. You need to mitigate that dosha from your horoscope, and this is very difficult dosha. I have seen in one of the next videos, I'll be showing you 2 horoscopes wherein the person did not have a male child. Only after doing lots of remedies, the person had a male child. So Pitri dosha is very difficult to handle. Even if you're having a Raj Yoga, the Raj Yoga will not work in your horoscope. Be rest assured, is 100% guarantee that the Raj Yoga will not be working in your horoscope. So those who are eligible for doing Tarpan the Shradh, please do the Tarpan, because this is a ritual, this is the rites of our Sanatan Dharma, and we should follow it, because we are the only religion which has the capability of generating various other religions. We are the 4 steps of the dharma which is being imbibed by other religions and cultures. So it is at most with folded hands, I request that we should follow our rituals, so that everything good happens to you and your forthcoming generations. Now in this slide, I have tried to explain that what are the rituals to be followed for those who are not eligible for Tarpan, or for those who want to mitigate the Pitru dosha from their horoscope. So what should be the first ritual or the insight which they should do? They should write down the name of the lineage. Lineage, again I am repeating, the lineage is 3 preceding ancestors: father, grandfather, great-grandfather, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. Note it down and think what best they have done, what good they have done to you or to your parents. Feel thankful to them, pray to them, and request them that whenever you are in a difficulty or obstacles or impediments, then they should come to you to relieve them. Second, you should meditate on them, at least in the morning, 5 minutes. Take the name of all the 6 ancestors and meditate on them. Even if your father and mother are alive, please meditate on whatever good things your father, your parents have done. This will relieve you from stress, and rest assured from, if you're having Pitta dosha in your horoscope, for the next 1 year after doing this, you will not have the effects of the Pitta dosha in your horoscope. And this is the guarantee which I'm telling you, and this is as per the Vedas, as per my tradition, as per my lineage, which I'm telling you. Donate to poor people who do not have things. Donate to old people. Donate to people who are of the age of a father, who are very old, who are downtrodden, who are very poor, who are staying in the roads, who are staying in the old age home. If you do this, it's a very important remedy. You will definitely get relief from your Pitru dosha. Fourth, avoid, if you're taking non-veg, if you're taking alcoholic drinks, it's my request, do not take it in the coming 15 days. Please pay reverence to your Pitris and everything will be fine. Do not be aggressive. Do not show your anger to others. Do not quarrel or fight with others. Because these all things in the next 15 days will help you in improving horoscope. And last but not the least, one thing which you should avoid during the Pitru dosha is that do not do any new business. Do not invest in new projects. Do not do anything new, because it's the time when the Pitris are coming to you. They are coming to you for food, for water. So you should always bow down to you should always bow your head down, and you should always be there to offer food to them. And one thing which I had forgot to tell in the beginning, that one more ritual is that you can feed cows also, and you should feed Brahmins, because in the Vayu Puran, in the Vishnu Puran, it has been mentioned that the yogis, the ascetics, the person who are very spiritual, who has felt moksha, they all come back to the earth to monitor the Shradh rites, the Tarpan rites. They are in the form of Brahmins. And when you are offering the food to the Brahmins, you will find that some stranger, Some unknown person has also appeared over there. So you should also offer them food also, because in the Markandeya Purana it has been said that if the person or a stranger is coming to you at the time when you're doing a Shradh or Tapan rituals and asking for food, they think that your Pitris have come to you and they want to know whether you're having that appropriate samskaras or not. So I'll be winding up this topic, and with folded hands, with respect, with reverence, I request you to kindly do the rituals of the Pitri Pakshas, so that you should not have the doshas, the Pitru doshas in your horoscope, and you should have a blessed life and with a good wealth, good fortune, and good prosperity too. Om Guruve Namaha.